And welcome back. The early morning Sunday show with a guy that got a heck of a cold, the first cold of the season. But that makes it better. Seems like we're all sick. Even Kim, she's not too bad. My daughter-in-law going to probably about 4 weeks away from granddaughter, from my first granddaughter. First time I had to deal with a little girl. That's really what's it, boy. Doing today. I don't know I got an album. I don't know why the hell I ordered it. I got I got an album which don't know. I really didn't need it. Got some cool VCLT and yeah. New Orleans punk rock. How about that? This is pretty good stuff. Some 90s, some brand new, some 90s stuff from the 90s, stuff from the 80s, something from the 70s. So there we go. I'm covering the bases. Let's say that. The opening, that's a grand, we took a ride last weekend up to Grand Lake. And beautiful area. We'll go up to see the fall colors. It really wasn't at peak. That's more this weekend. It's supposed to be raining though. Might even snow in the mountains, not here. But hope you enjoyed the scenery up there in the mountains. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous thing. My grandson, he said the three most important words there is in any language. I mean, if they translate to three in any language. But last night, no, it's actually Friday night, we're at their house, and he finally said those three important words. Go Big Red. Yeah. He did the Nebraska cheer. Go Big Red. He cursed the team because the team lost, and we still can't beat a ranked opponent. Much better this year, much better, but we fell apart at the end, and it was heartbreaking loss. But my son did say, my grandson did say, "Go Big Red," and that was enough to make Grandpa almost sit there and cry. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. The three most important words ever. So yeah, today I'm taking him to. We're going to go to a train museum in Golden to see Thomas the Tank Train. Thomas the Train. Yes, he loves trains. Grandpa does too, and he loves trucks. And so, but we're going to go see Thomas. So I'm super excited. I'm really pumped about this one. So I bet you they don't have any records there, but that's okay. Yeah, Lions lost last weekend. Hopefully they come back this week. So I had bad football been some bad football. Last week, the picture on my video was, this is from Scott. Scott's a long time viewer of my channel. And he sent me something before, a picture, and but this, I was able to get this printed out. Isn't that neat? And I'm going to have this up in my room. Vinyl community trading cards. Old Goat, Bob Bradley, Melinda Murphy, Mazzy, Sam, and me. Oh man, I made it. I made it with the cool people. That is all right. And Cat, R.I.P. Yeah. Pretty sure that's it. I just did read a thing that some cat walked across the desert or whatever to get back to L.A. Took 2 months, but, it just went back home. So I never know. But, yeah, this is fantastic. And so I got to get that framed and put up. Isn't it just incredible artwork? Just really, really cool. Scott goes, well, I may have to make some more of those. Yeah, this is the Vinyl Community Trading Cards. Awesome stuff. So many of you out there in your comments, what you've done in your life. There's writers, there's artists, there's musicians. I mean, it's such an incredible, eclectic group of people that collects records. And all of you are just extremely nice. I mean, God, it's the greatest group of people. Those folks, there's always people that want to kind of nudge you or whatever. I don't really get that. Or from folks that comment on my channel, and I appreciate that. Many of you have been so doing this for years and years and commenting on me, and your talents are incredible. It's just some of the funniest comments I ever read. A lot of you guys should be comedians. It's so damn funny. It totally makes my day. I do this out of pure love because you guys just crack me up, man. And very kind, very generous group of people. So cheers to you. Cat, if he was here, he would just say meow. He would say that to about anything, but it would be a happy meow, which is kind of a rarity for them. All right, let's get into this. So the first album, I pre-ordered this. I don't know why. I saw the pre-order. Go, why did I pre-order that? Well, I'll wait. I did it on Amazon, and maybe I must want that. And then again, I go, I don't know why. But it wasn't bad. And it's jade hairpins. I know nothing about this. I don't know why. Did one of you recommend this? I I don't know. But I got it in. And use this for a contest entry for JT. I've been planning on doing that, JT. Yeah, they're over there. I just got to do it. But jade hairpins. This is it's a side project from two guys, Jonah Falco and Mike Helichek, in their group called Fucked Up. I guess jade hairpins is a little easier to say on the radio or whatever. We have inner sleeve, which, yeah, okay, that's different. Lyrics, and black vinyl. Yeah, I didn't even go for fancy vinyl. On here, hey, so what it says on here, on the hype sticker, is they serve up an absurdist buffet of sound and aesthetic, channeling Queen, Sparks, pop, and punksploitation into songs that sing fantastical hidden histories and chart a path directly into the sunset. I have no idea what that even means. That is the most obtuse kind of, what the hell are you saying here? But yeah, okay, whatever. So what is this? I think it's like danceable post-punk indie pop. Post-punk indie pop. Fun to say even. That's what I kind of get off this. It is, there's punk in here, punk guitars, I would have to say. There's power pop, there's funk, there's Italian disco happening. You got all that thrown in here. It works, okay? And with repeated listens, you find more and more, and you hear more and more. It begins with this harmony-drenched opening track, Let It Be Me. And that is catchy, and it is just packed with ideas. And it's like, man, let's just throw it all in here together. I mean, there's these loud guitars, electric organ riffs happening. The harmonies are incredible. I'm going to play a sample of that thing, but it just goes. I mean, it's just like, throw her into high gear and away we go. And that's what happens. Our house that doesn't change, kind of a jangly synth sound happening with that. And again, great harmonies. That's a big part of what you hear on this album. Where was this one? Lost in Song. It's packed with power chords. It's like, hey, that's power chord here, power chord there, power chord there. Wonderful sounding song. Really cool. This is, this with repeated listens, it gets better and better and quite exciting. I just don't know why I pre-ordered it. I no, zero clue. I mean, I don't know anything about Group Fucked Up or anything. I mean, I'm not even supposed to say that word. So, beats me. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm really enjoying this. I might be out of Canada too. I don't know. Well, I have no idea. It's all Merge Records. So there we go. Enjoy. Jade Hairpins. Get Me the Good Stuff. That's the name of the album. Get Me the Good Stuff. I like that. Get Me the Good Stuff. Jade Hairpins. All right, a classic. Time to show a classic from the 90s, okay? 90s music, I mean, it's classic rock now, isn't it? It should be classic rock. The odds should be classic rock. So, from the classics, we have Blur. This came out in 1997, their self-titled album, Blur, which is their 5th album. It took 5 albums before we said, let's do a self-titled album because I can't come up with a damn name for it. Now, I bought Blur's Park Life, which I love. I believe I bought Blur's Greatest Hits. Yeah. And suddenly I buy this. And you may say, well, why? And it's because I'm watching a freaking car commercial. Or I'm pretty sure it's a car commercial. And it's dun 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 dun. Woohoo! Song 20, was it song 23? Song 2. I added a 3 to it. Song 2. Woohoo! The Woohoo song. Classic Blur song, their greatest song, whatever. It's so short, so fast, and it's just catchy as heck. I go, I want the album. I mean, this is a great album. It's a fantastic album. It begins with Beetle Bum. It is a Beatles tribute. Isn't that nice? It's Beatles tribute, including the Fab Four sex appeal. We're going to talk about that because, they did have sex appeal, no doubt about it. I mean, when you put on those kind of haircuts at the very beginning, how could you not have sex appeal? Strange News from Another Star. Strange News from Another Star to me was a great track. It starts with this, it has this melancholy and sadness to it. And that's, this the song. It is. There's a lot of different things going on. It's just not like all hard rocking and that. Beetle Bomb is a power poppy kind of thing. This song, more melancholy happening. Of course, there's song 2, which I already talked about, but it just starts with this rhythm track, and then it just piles and piles of distorted guitar come blasting in. And then, of course, we yelp the woohoo, which is some of those lyrics that I can actually remember. And so when it comes to that song, that's the one part I feel I get correct every time. Woohoo! And yeah, that thing just rocks harder than heck. Wonderful, wonderful song. This is, the album really is filled with a lot of different ideas they got going on. And it's just kind of a reinvention happening within Blur and moving out of Britpop. Blur is a big part of Britpop, but Britpop now had been going on for a while. Time to move into a new direction, and that's what they do with this album and what they're trying to do. You have Country Sad Ballad Man. Now, for me, that one had a lot of weird stuff going on. To me, it felt like experimentation with different instruments and singing. That one didn't grab me as much. But there's M.O.R., which is, it just picks up that rock pace. They're coming out balls to the walls with some hard rock. This thing is a classic 90s album. I mean, it absolutely is. In 1997 is when it came out, and black vinyl. And there is nothing special whatsoever about inner sleeves or anything. No money was spent on anything extra for the album, but happy to have Blur. Again, on CD. The U.S. you couldn't buy an album. I'm so jealous in the U.K. when vinyl was still being made. Now you have this vinyl, and it's worth $1 billion, and we got a CD as worth $2. Yay! Way to go, record industry of the U.S. You guys were really right on it. We could have sold still vinyl. They just didn't want to deal with it anymore. I would have been buying it. Okay, VCLT. So Russell, a few weeks ago he did my opening. Russell from Iowa, who spent summer up in the mountains backpacking. And God, isn't that something? He retired, went up there and backpacks during the summer, and comes back to spend winter in Iowa. If you've never had winter in Iowa, it's not easy. It's not at all. It's just cold, man. But then again, he's up in the mountains during the summer. It's cold up there too. So, Russell, I guess you like cold. But we went out, and as we were hitting the bins in a record store, he found this, and he bought this and gave this to me. Zeitgeist. And I have no idea, zero about them. But it was a group that formed in 84 and broke up in 91. It's kind of, I guess, maybe best described as post-REM folk rock. And they're out of Austin. I don't know. You could write a giant book about bands out of Austin. It's just incredible the stuff that comes out of there. But it is a very musically oriented town. It had this. It does have black vinyl. Nothing really good there. Translate Slowly is the name of the album. Translate Slowly. I seem to have a problem with that. It does have DB Records and mail order. Come on, don't miss order now. And we have the t-shirts. Look at that. You get the t-shirts for Pylon Chomp on here. Isn't that neat? Coolies, swimming pool cues. Yeah. $8. We have posters for $2. They're folded, put in the mail. There you have that. So, again, these are things. Well, that thing is just in pristine condition. Just beautiful. So, always fun to have that kind of stuff. So, a little bit about Zeitgeist. The name of the album again is Translate Slowly. It was two guys on guitars and vocals that started it. John Crosland, and then that's the two guys, a guy and a gal. Kim Longacre is the other one. So guitars and vocals on both of them. Then they had Cindy Toth came in on bass and Garrett Williams on drums. So two guys, two gals. They did change the name from Zeitgeist though, because there was a percussion group in Minneapolis that said we had that name first. So they did change it to the Reveres. I believe that's what it is, Reveres. So that changed over. But this album is kind of filled with modern angst, I would say, and has a Western feel to it. It is birdsy guitar type drone happening, so if that's your deal, you would like this. A few of the songs, we have Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes is a Willie Nelson song. And on here, this Kim Longacre, she was a classically trained vocalist. And when you listen to especially how she, her backing vocals on that, you can tell they just soar. They sound wonderful. The song Things That Don't Change has just this brooding fury about it. It's darker and you can hear it, but it's powerful. Freight Train, what was that one? What one did I? Freight Train Rain. We'll just give that for a cool title, but a very folksy type of a song. If you like more of that folk rock, again, kind of a little birdsy. This is REM-like. She digs Ornette. She digs Ornette. Is a instrumental that I thought was fantastic. It was really neat. They had a great rhythm and guitars happening on that thing. Absolutely fun stuff. Great album. I never would have bought this. I never would have thought about it. Nothing about it. But Russell knew all about this group and really liked it. So Russell, thank you very much for introducing me to Zeitgeist. And I guess Revere's would be the other thing to look at. But again, that REM type feel. Very nice. Let's move into the next one. Keep going here. We have Naughty by Nature. Yeah, from VMP. As I continue the rap thing from VMP because I got to spend my money there. For a now $54 album, which everyone's just waiting for VMP to crash and for me to lose my credit. I got about half of it spent. Cool vinyl. Ooh. That is really nice, isn't that? It's a 2-record set, and both things, the vinyl, look exactly the same. Okie dokie. Naughty by Nature formed in 86, broke up in 02, reformed in 06. They started out calling themselves The New Style. Okay, The New Style. Queen Latifah really liked them, and she took them under her wings and began to mentor them. One of the things, part of the suggestions was, change your freaking name, man. So it became Naughty by Nature. And this is their second album. They did 7 albums, and I believe this is number 2, and it is, no, actually it's the first album. This is the first. God, is it? No, it's, I take it back, it's the second album. I'm positive. Look it up. It's their second album, their self-titled album, Naughty by Nature. Generally most people start with their self-titled album, but one group wakes to 5, this one wakes to 2, and Steve's confused. This had the huge, contagious crossover hit, OPP. Yeah, you know me. Yeah, OPP. Yeah, you know me. That was catchy and subversively coy, shall we say, on what OPP means. Supposedly other people's problems. Listen to the lyrics. Yeah. And but they used Jackson 5's ABC, and it just caught on, and God, was exciting and cool. And I mean, this is both a pop and a rap classic, that song. Absolutely. You got Pin the Tail on the Donkey that deals with old school rhymes. You can get that. Ghetto Bastard. I'm going to play you a song on that. And here they're looking at, it's kind of upbeat, but very tough. And based tough as nails, you could say. But it looks at parental and social deprivation. Why aren't we doing better as parents? And that's what they're talking about on there. So they do try to bring out some important things to talk about. I mean, this album is just filled with funky beats. There's these live keyboards, there's sax, soulful melodies are happening. There is a lot of cool stuff going on here, and it is a classic from the 90s. And I believe this came out in 92, no, 91. It came out in 1991. Rap was just doing so many cool things to me. I also think it was easier for them to get samples then, and then that got very hard. So that one.
Yeah, you know me. Who's down with OPP? Every last on me. Get down with OPP. Yeah, you know me. Get down with OPP. Yeah, you know me. Get down with OPP. Yeah, you know me. Who's down with OPP? Well, for the ladies, OPP means something gifted. The first letter the same, but the last is something different. It's the longest, loveliest, lean. I call it the leanest. It's another five-letter word rhyming with cleanest and meanest. I won't get into that. I do it sort of properly. I say the last P stands for property. Now, lady, here comes where I live. I live right around the corner from West Hell, 2 blocks from South Shit, and once in a just cell. The sun never shone on my side of the street, see, and only once or twice a week I would speak. I walked alone. My state of mind was home sweet home. I couldn't keep a girl they wanted kiss because of chrome. Some life if you ain't where gold, your style was old, and you got more juice and dope for every bottle sold. Hell no, I say there's gotta be
Final
a better
one.
way.
Picked this up. I was thinking it was another group from Sweden, but this is from New Orleans, The Normals. It's a New Orleans punk band. And not much out there by them. They were formed in 78. I think they broke up by 1980. They released only one single. So I got a whole album of stuff here, but they only released one single. It's called Almost Ready. Well, in 2012, they took all the music from this group that they had done, and it's off whatever label, Last Laugh Records, and they put all the music together and did an album, everything that they had recorded. And this is quite good. I really liked it. It's very much 70s style punk rock and roll. British punk feel. I mean, it almost feels like they're trying to do the kind of sound British at times on this. It's filled with mid to fast tempo, but not hardcore punk. The songs are catchy, but they have a lot of power and intensity to them, which makes it fun. There are 11 songs, a little over 20 minutes long, so, it's proper punk, because if you're doing punk, well, we can't keep your attention too long. I mean, to me, I thought this is a great punk album that did not happen. And they're said to be the first punk band out of New Orleans. Maybe it's the only punk band out of New Orleans. I don't know. Sean, if you're watching, you could tell me. Or Vinyl Richie. But this, to me, they came out in 78. By then, the punk explosion was already dying. It was already passing out, but they're in New Orleans. They didn't quite hear about it. Kind of like in Nebraska. We heard about punk in 1982 or whatever. Hey, man, this new thing coming out. Yeah, it's long dead. But great stuff. The Normals, so bad, so sad. I have been so bad. It's kind of sad on saying the names of these albums. But luckily, all of you are literate and can read, so God bless that. But great punk music from New Orleans. And that's what we got for this week. Thank you so much for hanging out, as always, for, doing whatever. And, I got to go get ready to go see Thomas the Train. Woo-woo! And watch my little grandson light up. And then tell Thomas, go Big Red, because they are the 3 most important words you could do. Thanks again, Scott, for that. Russell for the trading card thing. And Russell for the VCLT. Appreciate it. Everyone have a great day. Bye.